Hello, everyone, and welcome to day. I don't know what day it is, but it is our second to last day of our music segment, and we have titled or brought along the name Seasons of Music. I think that's a good title, right?
Yeah, I like it.
Yes. So today we have a few guests. We have three, and one is a co-host, and then the other two are our musical artists. But before we talk to you or talk with you guys, we want to introduce my sister again.
Oh. Hi, guys.
She's back. Yes. So is there any other musical tidbit you want to share with everyone about yourself?
No.
No. Not that you play any instruments, What instrument do you want to play?
Oh, I would love to learn to play the guitar.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why is that?
I don't know. I just really like the guitar.
Yeah, I think it's a cool instrument. I don't think we need a reason. I think it's just awesome in its own right. I think the bass, is it called the bass? Electric? Is that what it's called? I don't know. Bass. But I just feel like that'd be a really cool aesthetic.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Anyways, thank you guys for coming on. We see you guys. So happy to have you again. And please comment. Yesterday, there were some people who were commenting along with the game, and we really enjoyed that. We try and showcase everyone who comments. So please comment, say hello, share, like, and
subscribe.
Yes.
And if you have any questions for any of the guests on here, you can go ahead and drop them in the chat and we will try and ask them.
Yeah. Let's get started. Let's bring on our co-host, Naomi. Hi.
Hello. What's going on, guys?
Good. How are you?
Oh, I'm good. Can't complain. How about yourselves?
How are you, Bella?
I'm fine.
Same here. So, Naomi, we have a question for you. Are you ready?
Oh, okay. Shoot.
Can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
That's a pretty open-ended question. My name is Naomi Williams. Born and raised here in Chicago, Illinois. I've been raised SDA my entire life. I am 26 years old. I don't play any instruments currently. I used to play four. However, it's been a while. I know this segment is about music, so just a little musical tidbit on myself.
Yeah. So can you tell us what instruments you used to play?
Yeah, of course. Piano, trumpet, saxophone, and the baritone.
Okay. Well, I think we've been beat.
Yeah. Nearly that. Yes. Which one was your favorite?
My favorite was definitely the trumpet. That was my weapon. I mean, my instrument of choice.
And why is that?
I don't know. It just resonated with me personally. As far as my personality. I enjoyed the piano a lot, but I think trumpet just felt a little bit better in my hands.
Okay. And what is your relation to music currently?
Currently, I'm always listening to music. There's always some type of music, either in my ears or in the apartment. Something's always playing. So I love music. It's constantly involved in my life.
And what's your favorite genre?
My favorite genre would probably have to be jazz, to be honest.
Okay.
Love it. It's very soulful, very interesting genre of music.
Yeah, that's been a popular choice.
Honestly,
that's been a popular choice. So.
Yeah. And so, what have you been up to lately?
Lately, I just been at home studying for certifications for work. And that's been about it. COVID's pretty much shut down everything. Yeah. So just trying to make the best of that is what I've been doing.
Right. So I think we can bring on our next guest.
Yeah.
Right. So now we have, where are we bringing first?
15?
No. Okay. We are going to bring Miss Laticia.
Hello.
Thomas.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Hi. Hello.
How are you?
I'm well. How are you guys today?
Great.
We're good. Yeah.
Good. Wonderful.
So what is your relation to music?
Oh, my relation to music is, well, I as a child, I grew up in the South, and my grandparents, I guess we had a church. It was in a little town, Smell, Arkansas, and I can remember just listening to my grandparents, my uncles, all my cousins. We would sing for Sabbath school, and we didn't have instruments. we basically sang a cappella. So a cappella is I really like that style of music. I like how my memory is my upbringing was again no instruments, but just the way the harmony of us as a family singing hymns with no music was truly a blessing for me. So I can appreciate the ability to sing without music. um, I have an interesting family member who sings the blues. My uncle, my mom's older brother, he sings the blues. Shout out to Willie Cobbs and his blues adventure, but he plays the harmonica. So
Oh,
that's an instrument that I've watched him sing. Oh, I mean, play over time. That's really fascinating for me. And at 88 years old, he still plays the harmonica. So, yeah, that's kind of where I am with music.
Did you
okay.
get any lessons from him, if you don't mind me asking?
I, I did not. I did not. I again, it's always been fascinating, and especially at his age now, to be able to play that harmonica and really he does well. So look him up, Willie Cobbs, the blues singer from the Delta down in Mississippi. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah.
Yeah, I think that it's really interesting. A lot of people have a lot of different family members, and your background is kind of all a combination of how you're raised and your family relatives. So, do you still sing now, or now you just kind of watch and listen along?
I watch more than I sing. I like to sing. I have, dibbled and dabbed in music, but
Mhm.
my preference is to enjoy others singing. So yeah, I like the style of music. And when you think of music, um music is a feeling. Music, every
Mhm.
every occasion can bring about a specific type of music. When you think of weddings, there's a wedding song. When you think of a funeral, there's a song that's played at a funeral. When you think of birthday parties, the rendition Stevie Wonder did for Martin Luther King, "Happy Birthday to You." That's
That's
a
one.
favorite of mine. That's so again, music is something that makes you feel, and
Mhm.
it, it doesn't matter what's going on. Playing a certain song for whatever occasion it is can bring about a change in the way you feel. So music has a way of making you feel good. So yeah.
Yeah. And speaking of music, we have a mutual friend, or rather, he's your friend, my new friend, Mr. Namde Bryant, or Namni. Can you correct
Namdi Bryant.
Namdi Bryant? Correct. Yes. And he has sent in some music. Unfortunately, he was not able to be here with us today in person. But Miss Latita, can you explain or introduce him to everyone?
Well, Namdi Bryant is product of the great Chicago. He went to Adventist school, Shiloh. He
Ooh.
he's from a singing family. He's he does the a cappella singing, and that's again something that I really enjoy. So I've been very blessed to have seen him grow up and be so engaged in music to the point where he is now producing music, making music, and following his passion. But again, he's from
Yeah.
Independence Church, and so yeah, he's definitely a gifted a cappella singer, shall I say?
Yeah. Yeah. Should we play some music? I think we should play some music.
I think we should.
Yeah, let's hear some music.
Okay.
He loves you and me. Oh, how he loves you and me. Oh, loves you and me.
Technical difficulties. However, from what we did here, very talented. Like I always found it impressive when people are able to sing. It's one of those gifts that I was not blessed with, unfortunately. But even that and the ability to harmonize with like oneself, it's absolutely incredible to me. So
Isn't
very
it?
talented. So I'm absolutely jealous of singers.
Well, no, he's definitely gifted in that area. That again, that harmony
He
that
loves you
that
Oh, got it back.
and me. Oh, how he loves you and me. He gave his life. What more could he give? Oh, how he loves you. Oh, how he loves me. Oh, how he loves you and me.
Hello, everyone. We are having technical difficulties. with these videos, but I hope you were able to hear at least a snippet of Mr. Nambi's work. He is very talented, as my co-host said, which I will bring him back on again. And yeah, I don't think there's anything else that can be said. I mean, he just has a knack for it, and he's
Oh
using
yeah.
his voice for the Lord. Miss Latita, can you come on and talk about how long has he been singing?
Oof. Since he was young, very young. Again, I know he's recording now, and he's living in Huntsville, and he calls himself the acapella yeah. Can't say that word right, but I'm not gonna mess it up. But he's been singing, I want to say, at least 20 plus years.
Mm-hmm.
He and all his siblings are gifted in the
Mhm.
musical era, but he and his brother, I know, do more a cappella. He sings with groups, but he's venturing out on his own. So yeah,
Mhm.
he's been singing for some years.
So when were you first introduced to his music and his work?
Uh, again, 20 years maybe. But again, growing up in church, we sang together,
Okay.
as children, we sang. Um, Again, over time, he and his siblings sang together. He, moved away and he, sang in groups. But now he's doing more solo.
Right.
And
Mhm.
but he still, works with groups down in Huntsville. But now he's doing something, on his own. But yeah, very gifted.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Speaking of gifted voices, I would like to bring on Miss Enid. Um, she is or has been my choir director for several occasions. I think everyone has had Miss Enid as a choir director. If you haven't had her as a choir director, you're not from Chicagoland. There's
Right.
That's
no
true. That's true.
She's
That's
excellent at singing and very, very, very talented director. I mean, you have fun, and when you're coming and you go in, and maybe a Friday night we're pulling things together, and Miss Enid makes you laugh, and she's like, "Okay, now we're done," and then she takes the music, she helps you sing, she works with you one-on-one until you get it right, and she doesn't mind staying up till 12 o'clock to get it right, and then the next morning it's all good, and you may hear some things from other people, but Miss Nina is always positive. There's no negativity, and she's just a light. And yeah, I would like you to
Amen.
come on and can you share a little bit about how it all got started for you in the music career?
First of all, I want to thank you all for even thinking of me to come on this platform. And my music started very early. Basically, it started probably when I was probably 5.
Mm.
My uncle was a musician at a church, and I would always sit. He lived in a little house. My uncle was rather big in stature, and we lived in a very small house. And he would play the piano, and the house literally would rock.
Mhm.
He played for a church, and I would always sit on his lap and I would watch him. And then eventually I began music lessons, and I started music lessons probably formal music lessons probably in about 4th grade, playing the piano. And from that, I went to a Christian grammar school, and from there, I was then becoming more familiar with piano. And then I started playing for the choirs at my grammar school. And basically choral music, no gospel. It was basically, that. And then from there, in church, I started directing the little kids choir and
Mhm.
did music for Vacation Bible School. And that probably took me all the way through high school. And then in high school, I went to Whitney Young, even though it was performing arts high school. I was not involved in music,
Mm.
but I continued music at my church. And from there, I kept doing music. And then I'll keep going full speed. I stopped doing piano. Yeah, because it wasn't cool, any longer. And I wish I had her, but I didn't. And just to move closer to where we are now, I became involved in the Adventist church, and my music actually started not in the church, but
Mhm.
it actually started through South Suburban school. And Sister Renee Humphrey in 2003 asked me would I be willing to direct the choir for the school. And the song that gave me fame was "I'm Gonna Sing When the Spirit Says Sing," and
Hmm.
we sang that song for every program that we could. And from there, I kept doing music in South Suburban actually until my kids were out of grammar school. And probably Janae and her sister, that's when we all kind of came together. And from there, it switched over to Sister Latita. And I have to say that because Sister Latita asked me years ago to be a part of her Chicago Youth Land Federation team and asked if I would be willing to help with the music. And from there, I did that. Then I got involved in my home church, IBC, where I worked with children's choir and was a part of the music ministry. So that's pretty much that in a nutshell on how it all began. But Latita and Miss Humphreys played a big role in me being involved in the Adventist realm, and that dated back to 2003. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Thank
Wow.
you for the bit of history. Wow, that's
Right.
really cool. So I think we can ask a few more questions, and then we want to get into the game naming.
Sure, let's do that. I do have a question for you, Miss Enid.
Mm-hmm.
So you stated that you didn't necessarily start in the Adventist church as far as music. So how would you like compare, like, let's say, a Christian church rather than the SDA church as far as music? What is your take on that?
Well, I laugh because
Give it to us straight.
Right.
From my observation coming
Mhm.
in, I married into the church, and so it was a little different.
Of course.
And if I could be perfectly honest,
Please.
my style of directing and music probably went against the grain often.
Makes sense. Yeah.
However, I did always tell everyone that, and I can share this because I think our young people need to know this. I wasn't always just, in the church and singing. I mean, I
Right.
found myself in other places. I won't go into detail, but I gave it everything that I had. I
Right.
gave it everything. So when I decided that I wanted to give to God what He had blessed me with, I'm giving Him 100%.
Right.
Some may not understand it, some may not like it, but everything that I do it to the glory of God. And my
Absolutely.
praise is what I do. And so it did come with some, it doesn't take all of that. And
Right.
my response would be to those individuals, if you knew my story, you would know that it
Mhm.
takes that and some more.
And
So
some.
Indeed.
does that
Yeah.
answer your question?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay, great.
Yes. Yes.
And if I can add to
Of course.
just being Federation president for Chicagoland since 2008
Yeah.
and asking Enid to come on as the Minister of Music, her and Sister Sharon Bird. If it were not for them, I don't know where I would be. But music was one thing that I did not stress about, have any, music was just taken care of. And I can recall several times individuals asking me who was the director, because again, Enid had the ability to bring the young people together and bring out of them those songs and those voices, and like you said, the rehearsals and whatever time it was, she would stick to it until everybody was comfortable in what they were singing. So again, I just want to publicly thank you, my sister, for the
Indeed.
many years that you have stood with me with the Federation and being the Minister of Music, because it has definitely been a blessing. Young people's lives, I think, were changed and transformed as a result of your skill set in bringing out the best in music in young people. So thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. And if I could also, I cannot leave out Sister Pam Bailey, because Pam Bailey at camp meeting asked me, again, to work with the kids at camp meeting. So, I don't take any credit for it. I don't, because it's God given. And when God gives it to me, then I can't do anything but give it back to him. So,
amen.
Right.
Amen.
That's true. And speaking of gathering people and people from all across, I have a clip, Miss Enid, with a few ladies. It's a bit of a throwback clip. We're going to try and play it here. We all need to be prayerful that the internet works. That's mainly the problem. But yes, if it doesn't, then we will get right into our game. Let me see here. Okay. Oh goodness, wait, add that to
right, all right.
That was a blast from the
All
past.
right. I'm talking about, yes, it was. That was a
Yeah.
blast from the past.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. Miss Enid, could you briefly explain to us just a little bit about the video clip?
Definitely a blast from the past.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Okay. So game. Right. We're gonna go play a music enthused game. It's called This or That, and the object of the game is to answer as quickly as possible.
Hey.
So we are going to do a little. Oh wait, here on my phone. We're gonna do a short like tester, and then we're gonna head for the game. So Marvin Winans or Donnie McClurkin?
Donnie McClurkin.
Yeah, Donnie McClurkin. I'm out
Donnie
there.
McClurkin.
Donnie
Yeah.
McClurkin.
Yeah.
Okay. What about Kurt Franklin or Ty Tribbett?
Kurt Franklin.
Kurt Franklin.
Kurt Franklin.
I say Ty Tribbett.
Ah.
Standout's probably one of my favorite albums.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. If you had to eat fruits or vegetables for the rest of your life, which would you choose?
Fruit.
Broccoli.
Fruits.
Broccoli. I know, right? Ain't it? I love me some broccoli too.
I mean, but
Yeah.
mangoes exist, so
Yeah,
all.
that's true.
I
That's
know,
true.
right?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Tough question. If you could perform at a music hall in your city or at the Apollo Theater?
Apollo Theater.
Music hall.
Okay.
Regal.
I think Apollo. I don't know. Oh, yes. And why do you say your answers?
I mean, Apollo Theater. Who wouldn't want? I mean, that's that's a huge stage. Let's go to the Apollo. I just don't bump. As long as you don't. Oh, I'm not acting. Okay, my bad.
Yeah. I think it would be an honor to play there. Anyone else?
Yeah, Apollo.
I don't know. It's probably before you guys signed, but in the city of Chicago, we had the Regal Theater, and the Regal Theater was on 79th and like Stony
Stony
South
Island.
Chicago.
Yeah.
Right there, and that's where all of the African Americans, a lot of
That
the
is
musicians, that's where they got their start. So
True that.
yeah. I
True
think
that.
so. For me, that
Okay.
would be the spot. Yeah.
Okay.
Agreed.
Okay.
Yeah, fair enough.
Okay.
If you had to play on a cruise or a jazz club, which would you choose?
A jazz club.
Jazz.
Yep. Jazz.
Yeah, same. I don't know about a cruise. I feel like I don't do water like that. I don't do water like that.
Can't drink that much. Can't drink that much.
If you yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Dancing or singing?
I can't sing, so I'm gonna just say dancing.
Dance. I'm gonna dance.
I like dancing. Yeah.
I
Yeah,
didn't
I'm
hear
a
you.
Dancing or singing?
She gonna dance.
I think so too.
She gonna dance.
She's gonna ask
Okay.
about that.
Piano or guitar?
Piano, easy.
Piano.
Oh.
I think guitar. That's what I'd have to choose.
It's okay, I guess.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know about that answer, but thank you.
Of course.
Anyone, Miss Enid? Did you say?
She said piano.
She said you said piano.
Piano.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
What arranging and conducting? No, wait. Arranging or conducting. There we go.
Arranging.
Conducting.
I don't know. I'm torn. Okay, I would have to say conducting too. That's my final answer.
Final
And
answer.
and if you could choose something to conduct or arrange, what song would it be? I think I would have to choose. What is it? I like Got It. I keep saying.
Oh, so are we
but-
picking like a song that we wish we arranged?
Yeah.
Or
Mhm.
okay.
Yeah, you can do song or genre. I
Gotcha.
choose this. Yeah.
I would like to direct or arrange or conduct the Hallelujah chorus, the one by Sounds of
Han,
Blackness. Not the Handel's Messiah, but I like
Handles.
the black version. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Hallelujah. 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 Yeah,
Oh
that
yeah,
would be
oh
it.
yeah, yeah. That's the one.
That would be
That would
it.
be good.
Yes. Oh
Okay.
man.
I think I would pick Thriller, Michael Jackson.
Okay.
Oh, there you go.
All right.
I
Oh
can,
yeah.
I can do that. I can see that. Yeah.
Right.
That is a good. Oh, these are all good answers. Okay, and jazz or bluegrass?
Jazz.
Jazz.
Yes.
Jazz.
Yeah.
Okay, what about this one? Folk music or country western?
Neither.
Neither.
I like some country music. I'm gonna pick country.
Same.
I
I
would do
love
country.
it.
I think I would do country over the other one. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Up tempo or ballad?
Up tempo.
Up
Up
tempo.
tempo.
Up tempo.
Yeah. Okay. What about waltz or blended tempo?
Blended.
Waltz.
Blended. Yeah.
Blended. Name it. Why'd you say that?
We used to play a lot of waltz style music back in a band in high school. So I'm familiar with some of it. So I enjoyed it quite a bit. So I definitely say waltz.
Okay.
Okay. What about Latin jazz or classic music? Or classic?
Latin jazz.
Latin jazz.
Latin jazz.
Not that we have anything against these other ones.
Right.
Okay, if you could play hometown or overseas, which would you choose?
Hometown.
Hometown.
Overseas.
But it's Chicago. Why wouldn't we want to play
I don't
hometown?
know. I like you'd get to experience somewhere new, meet new directors and music artists and stuff.
Yeah.
It would be like a fun adventure. Yeah. Okay. And last question. If you could learn a language, which language would it be?
Spanish.
Italian.
Japanese.
French.
Oh, yeah.
French.
Creole. Creole. Yes.
I'd probably do like Swahili. I think that's a good one.
Interesting.
Okay.
Huh? Okay, so we are going to end our name. Do we have any other questions for our guests?
I don't actually. I asked
think
mine and they were answered. So
yeah. We had a good run. Thank you guys so much for coming on. Hand clap.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for the invitation.
Thank you for the invite.
All.
Thank you, Naaman. Good to
course.
see
Thank
you.
always a pleasure.
Oh, yes. I'm told before I wrap.
Young people.
We're going to rewind just
Yeah.
a little bit. So we have a theme for tonight. Pastor Bramwell is going to be preaching in less than 20 minutes. And the theme for tonight is At the Cross. When I say the word at the cross, what music comes to mind, or maybe lyrics of a song that come to mind when you think of At the Cross and the Passion Week of Christ?
The old hymn comes to me. That's it. The old hymn. It's at the cross, at the cross.
Where I first saw the light.
Yeah.
The burdens of my heart rolled away.
They rolled away. It was there.
By faith, I can see.
Yeah, right.
And now I am happy all the day. Yes,
All
that's
the day,
it.
yeah.
First thing to come to my mind as well.
Yeah.
You too, David? Okay.
The first thing.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think those are all really good answers. And I'm having a question from the chat. I will slip in here really quick before we end. We're being asked, what advice do we have for young people, young artists, musicians, conductors, singers that are coming into the music industry on the Christian side or on any side, really? What advice do we have to share with them?
I myself am not a musician. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut anybody off. But I have plenty of friends who are trying to get their feet wet in the music industry. Some making better strides than others. But I think the best advice that they have given me in their experiences is just do it. Don't take no for an answer. If this is your passion, this is your drive, this is what you want to do with your life. Just do it. Network, connect with people, and don't take no for an answer.
Yeah.
good advice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good advice. I mean, if it's something a young person or someone really is passionate about doing, you're gonna have some no's, you're gonna have some disappointments, but again, that can't stop you. Let your no be more of a determination to get it did, as my dear sister Donna would say, let's get it did. So yeah, no no's, let's
Yes.
get it did. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah. And I would have to agree with that as well. Know that your gift is your gift, and no
That's
one
right.
can do what you can do. So
Right.
when those that say no, you know what your drive is. But it does take commitment, it takes
Mm-hmm.
dedication, and
Mm-hmm.
it does
Mhm.
take a lot of sacrifice,
Yeah.
to do that, because music right now is a very competitive field.
Yes.
So you cannot, you've got to, give it all that you have to give, and you got to keep God first.
Yeah.
Amen. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That is definitely the theme we are trying to express to everyone. Keeping God first at the cross, where Jesus laid down his life for all of us, is something that we should really linger
Absolutely.
upon. Yeah, as we move forward into our next program, I would like to thank my guests for coming on, Naaman, Ms.
Of
Tita, and Miss
course.
Enid. Thank you so much for coming on today and sharing
You're
your
welcome.
advice, your
You're more
story,
than welcome.
history, and having a fun time. I definitely laughed a lot.
Oh, definitely. Definitely.
It was
Thank
good.
you all. Thank you all very
Thank-
much.
Yes, and we will end with a clip from our good friend Namdi Bryant. Join us for our next program, which starts in a little bit. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys later.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved someone like me. I was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see. Sublime gracia del Señor, que a un pecador salvó. Fui ciego, mas hoy miro yo, perdido, y él me halló. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saves someone like me. I once was lost, but now I am found.